Hi dear friends, this is Dmitro, your English tutor. In this lesson, I want to help those of you who are struggling with writing the summary for the interactive interactive listening question at Duolingo. You know, my friends, I have been tutoring a lot of guys for Duolingo, and I personally consider this task, not just this task, but the specific part of writing the summary, to be maybe the most difficult writing task at Duolingo for sure. Maybe the second one is writing about the photo, but writing about the photo is so cliched already, you know, there are so many patterns there and so on. But summarizing the conversation and writing a good summary in 70 seconds is just really, it requires the skill. The majority of you don't have that skill. So let's please do today like one task together at this marvelous resource at which I'm working. Earlier it was possible to skip all these listenings and proceed to read the ready scenario between the professor, for example, and you, like in 1 minute, and then write the summary, but now it's impossible. So we will have to listen to the intro to answer everything, then listen to the conversation and answer the questions, and then only then write the summary. But I think you will not be very frustrated because it's very good for you. Okay, I want to help you, my friends, because I know how difficult it is when nobody has ever taught you to write intensively in, like, say, 1 minute, something clever, something general, you know, global, and feeling like the gestalt is this is it. Nobody taught you. Of course I understand it's difficult, so now we will help you. Okay, my friends, let's listen. You know, we have a new intro, more or less new, because it's been around for a while. Earlier it was just written here, a couple of sentences that attune you to the rhythm of this story, but now we have to listen and then fill the blanks, which we will do right now. I almost never prepare, sometimes I have to look through something for some technical reasons, but in 99% of cases I never prepare for this text. So now I don't know what we will do, I mean the contents of the dialogue and so on. So it's interesting. You and I, we will be guessing together. Please try to be faster than I am. It's just the best exercise that you can do. Don't just sleep and listen to me if you can't stand my videos because they are maybe boring for somebody. I don't care. I know that I help some guys and I'm happy about it. By the way, before we start, yes, one more sentence. You know that of course it's 100 times easier and more effective and efficient sometimes to train with an experienced trainer, with the coach, with the tutor. So you're welcome to write to me. I'm a very efficient tutor. You know, efficient and effective, there is a difference. So not to go very deeply, let's call effective. Yes, so I'm a very effective tutor, and I will help you ace the Duolingo. Sometimes we succeed in 1, 2, 3 weeks. Yes, my lessons cost some money, of course, not just, you know, cents, but anyway, a good tutor must cost some money, otherwise it's a paradox. So let's start, my friends. Probably there will be some small echo because my speakers, I try to make the volume for myself as low as possible, for you the maximum, but some small echo may still be present. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's listen.
You have been appointed as a coordinator for an introductory seminar on international relations. To make the seminar discussions as insightful as possible, you plan to consult with your department head for advice.
Okay, so you hear this, yeah? Which things, which ideas, which concepts flash in your mind? International relations, yeah? Introductory seminar, it means what? It means that new students will come to the seminar. You are the coordinator, you will tell them something beautiful, yeah, and you want it to be, as they say, insightful. Insightful means not just empty gibberish, you know, blah blah blah, and bureaucratic filler of space, but something really valuable to them. But you want, you are maybe doubtful about something, so you want to consult, you want, with your, I don't remember whom, professor, advisor. Always, my friends, in these college questions on interactive listening, you will have either your professor or counselor or advisor or a group mate, a friend, something like that. You will not go to the city, I think, to consult. At least I have never heard some dentist or some stranger in the street. It's very nice. So our field of mental activity is limited here, so which is very nice. Okay, so what role have you been given? You remember, my friend, I've been appointed as, let's type, it seems to me, the coordinator, for the seminar. So sometimes Duolingo is not very good, is not very kind, because let's just think, I can type here, I've been appointed as the coordinator, I can type here, I've been appointed as the coordinator for the introductory seminar on international relations. Oh my god, if there are no limitations, I must type the maximum, yes. So let's type not just the coordinator, either I don't understand something, or I've been appointed as the coordinator for the introductory seminar on international relations. Okay, let's type on international relation, or in international, or on international relations. I think that maybe I made a mistake, I mean logical mistake, because too many words. On the other hand, if they asked here what role have you been given in the seminar, then no problem, I am the coordinator. But what role have you been given in general? Okay, we will see. There are correct answers on this website, but not always. I think they are 100% type correct. What is the seminar about? It's about international relations. Of course, yes, there is a conflict between here we have international and here. Okay, but I just showed you that sometimes we have to type a lot. International relations. Okay. Oh my god. But it's not a big deal. After I have finished, it's like impossible to, so let it be. Elations, international relations. Relations with the capital R. Okay. What is your goal for the seminar discussions? Oh. By the way, I have been appointed as the coordinator for the discussion. I didn't write here the discussion. I want to make the discussions as possible. Let's listen again. I remember this word, but maybe you lost the thread, so let's listen again, please.
You have been appointed as a coordinator for an introductory seminar on international relations. To make the seminar discussions as insightful as possible, you plan to consult with your department head for advice. I'm sorry, I just moved it maybe a little bit late, but to make it, you want to make it the discussion as possible, as insightful. Remember to be very careful about the spelling, because when you hurry, you always make mistakes. 9 out of 10 of you always make mistakes, because you see GHDF. Of course, when I'm typing in, of course I can mix these letters and mess them, and so please be very have a look after each suspicious word, and this is suspicious because it's long, let's say a difficult word, obligatory, look at the screen. It's a good practice because Duolingo loves when you look at the screen, so please look at the screen and see GHDF, GHTF, because maybe you have typed okay. You are laughing, you say it's impossible. My friends, I have seen it hundreds of times. So who do you plan to consult for advice? I don't remember, professor or advisor. Oh my god. On this marvelous resource, unlike the real Duolingo where you can pause the record, here we can't, so let's listen again. You have been appointed as a coordinator for an introductory seminar on international relations. To make the seminar discussions as insightful as possible, you plan to consult with your department head for advice.
I plan to consult Who? You know, it's a question here, who? So I think it's not very nice to type with the department head, yeah, because who do you plan? Who requires the answer, like John or Mary, or the with will be extra here. So I will not write the preposition with, I will write just the department head. Okay, let it be without capital. Okay. You saw I was hovering here. They say a coordinator for an introductory. Yeah. No excuses. I forgot what she was speaking. You know, my head is always swirling. You know, twirling because I have some issues about my health. It's one, and I'm always busy with mental activities, so I can make those, you know, minor mistakes, my friends. But it's very nice. You feel that you are not alone in your problems. You know, when the teacher is too excellent, it's not very good. Believe me, I have been working as a teacher for 27 years, so I know. Let's look at the answer. What role have you been given? Coordinator for an introductory seminar. They don't give an or the. Yeah, but you see, in international relations, I'm sorry, my friend, but logically, you know, if I don't, let's imagine that I'm looking only at the first question, I'm not looking at the second question. Of course, I must write in international relations, but here I wasn't very attentive and I put them here, these relations, and obviously if they are then here, I must remove them from here, because 2 times, it's like this tautology, not very nice. But my international relations here, I think, will be not counted as a mistake, so it's okay. Insightful, my department head for advice. No, it's wrong. Who do you plan to consult for advice? It can only be my department head. For advice is extra, because for advice, you know, like an idiot, you know, you repeat. You have been asked, so why do you repeat? Okay, you understand, my friends, yeah? Okay, very nice. Now, let's please go and listen to the whole conversation. This video is gonna be long, my friend, but believe me, if you trust me as a tutor and you know, you follow me in my lessons, you will succeed, I tell you. I see. They even like provide which has been wrong or correct. Okay, let it be, no problem. Or insightful is correct. My department head, but there was no my, there was the department head, you know, so why my? It's everybody's department head, not only my. It's John's, Mary's, and so on. So it's more correct to write here the. So don't, you know, don't pay attention. Oh, I'm sorry, my friend. Where is the? I'm sorry. Where is the? Okay. Yeah. You know, we are starting the conversation. You know that sometimes we start, sometimes the department head starts, or sometimes somebody starts something. So in this case, we start. Okay, this is the scenario written already. So you see, we seems to me they said the department head. Okay, let's. So how should we start when we approach the department head? Yeah, you understand. We must start politely. A mistake of many guys is that they sometimes select, you know, those. Okay, let's say those sentences, utterances which are not polite, like "Hey, how's it hanging?" No, it's stupid. So just discard those variants. If you are talking with your friend, then okay. But if you're talking with your advisor, you must be respectful. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited to see how the seminar. Please, my friend, now try to detect the correct one faster than I do. You know. This practice will give you more benefit than, you know, 1 month with your super duper, you know, online courses for them. Yes, I'm excited to see how the seminar unfolds. Stupid, because we don't start the conversation. Yes, Dr. Smith, I'd like to discuss my thesis topic with you. No, because no thesis topic. Certainly, yes. So we cannot even, like, we should drop reading because it's idiocy. We don't start the conversations with certainly and yes. Dr. Smith, could you provide some guidance on structuring the seminar's panel discussions? Yes. 1000%. It's simple here. Of course, they have introduced here the word panel to trick you, because in the audio there was no panel, and you may be, well, what kind of a panel? Yes, panel is just, you know, this bureaucratic word which does not mean anything here. panel means a group of people. Okay, so if I'm correct, yes, I'm correct, this is like blue. If I were not correct, it would be red. So my friend, now focus please, and let's listen to them. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Certainly, what aspects are you looking to refine?
Okay, certainly, what aspects are you looking to refine? You heard, yeah, my friend. Okay, let's click next. Here we are given, just in case, the scenario, but in the real test, of course, there will be no this gift, but this utterance has been not like difficult, yeah. Okay, so we are reacting to the exact questions, my friend. Please look at this. What aspects, you know? By the way, I'm tutoring you now, like let's say 70% as I'm doing in my best in the world at the moment video course for your self-study DET preparation. Please, if you need, it contains 91 lessons, which cover, those lessons cover all tasks, all types of tasks. So each lesson is about 15 minutes long, and you know, so you get 75 or 80 hours of video. This course costs $179, and I tell you, is the best in the world, as some clients say. So please, if you are interested, please write to me. You know, I will prompt you how to purchase the course. And I mean that now I'm tutoring you like more or less the same as there, but of course not so detailed, but the key is the same. And this key, like slow practicing with subsequent or parallel discussion, brings the highest result. You know, I have tried a lot of methods in my life, and you know, okay. So I'm giving you the tricks now and the tips that I understand that they seem primitive, but my friends, everything genius is primitive. So what aspects are you looking to refine? It's an exact question. We must look for the exact answer. So the answer will be in the nominal key, 99%. Nominal means something connected with some nouns, you know, what aspects? Aspects about blah blah blah, or relations, or methods, or something like that. It will not be about to drink water, not to drink water today is a good idea. No. So of course they may twist, you know, twist to trick you, of course, I understand, but in that case, you see, it's, I can drop reading because it's idiocy. In that case, what aspects are you looking for? In that case, you should, I think, focusing solely on excerpt insights might be more beneficial. Probably not, or maybe, you know, just in case. Perhaps it's best if we skip audience participation entirely. Absurd. I'm contemplating the balance between expert insights and don't. Oh, you know, I suggest having the expert speak for the full duration and leaving questions for them. Blah, 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 blah. What aspects? They have, you know, masked those aspects with the introductory phrase, I'm contemplating. Yeah, of course, to make us not relax. So the clear answer is the balance between what aspect are you looking to refine? The balance between expert insights and audience participation. All the rest, some of them of course are clear distractors. Let's call them stupid distractors. I'm focusing solely on expert insights. Or I think focusing solely expert insights could be, yeah, but he says, I think that, and then focusing. So the key word here is focusing, not expert insights, you know. So, I'm sorry. Even the key word here is solely, and that it could be beneficial, yeah. So I don't like it. I'm like this. Let's see. Yes, I'm correct. How about you, my friends? Have you been right or not? Okay, now the professor will, we have told him about the balance, yeah, the balance. He will now, or she, I don't remember here, he will now talk something clever about the balance. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
That's an important element to consider. A good rule of thumb is to allocate 2/3 of the time for experts and 1/3 for audience questions and answers.
Okay, yeah, excuse me, this has been the lady. So, by the way, very clever advice. A good rule of thumb is to allocate, to devote 2/3 of the time for experts. Okay, we have 1 hour, for example, 40 time the experts, blah blah blah, and 1/3 for audience questions in the end, and 20 minutes the guys ask some questions. Okay, it's a very good advice, by the way. So, yeah, It's not a question, my friends, yeah? Not a question. So here we can have now anything. Apart from, of course, like, oh, look, the Jupiter is entering the Saturn's orbit, something like that. Okay. Just let the discussions flow naturally. It's an advice, you see, to somebody, so we discard it. It's stupid. You should personally answer. Stupid. I recommend it. Stupid. I see. Maybe it's best to script the entire discussion to avoid any deviations. It could be, but in this case, there at least should be the answer, the question mark, because, again, maybe it's best to script. I may not advise the professor anything. I may either ask or, or revere and deify the professor and kiss their sandals, yes, but no advices. I see. And how should I go about ensuring that the discussions remain engaging and not okay, obviously it's this, you see. The professor says blah blah blah, I react, I see. And then a question. And how should I go about ensuring that the discussions remain engaging, blah blah blah. Okay. It's a question, so the professor will now obviously react to my question. She will recommend how we can ensure that our discussions remain engaging. Engaging means interesting. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
You could prepare some key questions in advance to steer the conversation or appoint a moderator to keep the dialogue focused and dynamic.
Okay, blah blah blah, some information, some positive, by the way, useful information. You could prepare some key questions in advance to steer the conversation or appoint a moderator to keep the dialogue focused and dynamic. To steer the conversation means to direct the conversation into those directions which are beneficial to us. Or appoint a moderator, or find and ask some guy to keep the dialogue focused and dynamic. Like, who will help? Who will help the audience and those experts to interact. Okay, so you see we have here two variants. Either prepare some key questions in advance. I don't like this idea because it smells bureaucracy. The questions should be impromptu, ad hoc. They should be spontaneous. Or appoint a moderator. This is a much better idea. Now we are reacting to this, so it can be a reaction, either this or both. Many thanks for advice. Do you have any suggestions selecting a moderator? Maybe, you see. Now they are like, we are interested in the moderator. It can be. You should choose the most no, because no suggestions. It's best to pick no. The moderator should be no. Select a moderator who no. It's easy here because we may not give any like advices to the advisor, yeah, to the department head, by the way. Department head is a cool, important person. Yeah, so many thanks for the advice. Yes. Do you have any suggestions, Mr. Smith, for example, or Miss Brown, on selecting a moderator? Okay. Obviously, we will hear now some suggestions for the moderator. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Look for someone who is knowledgeable in the field, yet impartial, and has experience in facilitating group discussions effectively.
Okay, look for someone who is experienced, impartial. Impartial means like not partial, not pathetic, empathetic, who doesn't show their emotions. Like, or their sympathy to this expert or to this guy in the hall, something like that. Impartial, like a robot. No, I'm joking, of course, but experience in facilitating group discussions effect. To facilitate means to help, to develop, to promote, to boost. So who can boost the discussion effectively, so the discussion doesn't look boring and tedious, everybody wants to sleep, and yeah, but really who can facilitate the discussion, who can not promote, okay, let's say boost, like to make it more powerful. It's an advice, my friends. So here it's not a question, so we can, okay, our reaction to this may be any, in any key. I don't need a moderator, it will be fun. Idiocy. Can I just handle everything myself? Maybe, but I'll skip audience participation altogether. Stupid. I think I'll just win it in 0. Thank you, Dr. Smith. Yes. Because can I just handle everything myself? It can be in theory, but if they are already discussing the moderator, so why, like, we have got cold feet, as they say, and we have dropped the idea of selecting some moderator. No, I think this, my friends, but let's see. Yes, The task is complete. Now, finally, on the 25th minute or 26th of the lesson, we have approached our main task of writing a summary. So, my friends, we can write the summary anywhere. So it seems to me that if I'm not like summarizing, let's not look into this stupidity, because mostly they put their AI answers, which I don't like. Okay, so we will write it in the comment, yeah, while we remember something, my friends, because you know we can easily forget all this stuff. So the strategies, you know, let's not even call this, let's call it more simply like variants, yeah. The basic variants of the answer, maybe 3 or 4, my friends, but I discussed them thoroughly in my video course and in my private lessons, but at least you understand, without any tutor or something, that our summary may be like a detailed, how it's called properly in English, detailed recount, okay, let's say detailed retelling of the conversation. You know, it's not a stupid idea, because a lady in the Duolingo team, I remember watching a video, she just showed the example, you know? But this lady is a native speaker, educated native speaker. Also, she possesses the technique of typing like 1000 symbols per second. So she shot here like she shot, you know, 5 or 6 sentences, and it would be like 8 or 9 lines within 70 seconds. You know, I am sure, my friends, that 99% of you will not be able to do it. Also, she just provided an example. It's not very clever. The summary means something most important. You understand, yeah? This is the summary. Like, summarize a book. You have read a book of 500 pages, yeah? Summarize it in 2 or 3 words, sentences. Yeah, summarize it. So the same is here. So you should be able to like learn how to think globally within 70 seconds. It's a skill, my friend, and an ability, a gift, you know, such a capacity. So I will help you a little here, and then you decide for yourself. So based upon my experience, if we have 2 sentences, it's best. Why 2, not 3 or 4? Because you will not be able to write 3 or 4. I tell you, it's I'm sorry, most of you, the majority of you, will be able to write only 1 decrepit sentence with many mistakes, like 70% of you. Those who can write 1 good long sentence are already champions, you know. They are in the minority, but at least they exist. Those who can write 2 clever sentences, my friends, you are experts. So let's provide an expert approach. 2 sentences. In the first one, we just provide a prehistory, you know, the precondition, like what is the problem, you know? Yes, in the most cases there is a problem, in 85% maybe. The problem may not be just some negative problem that I have lost my key to my room in the dormitory and I cannot, no. It can be some mental challenge, mental situation to consider. So in our case we have this guy. So we, by the way, usually people write I. Earlier I liked writing the student, but now I don't know why all guys yell that you must write I, and I see that Duolingo, when they provide examples, they write I. So let's start with I. Let it be I. So, okay. So I'm a bit excited because I don't know how to arrange the discussion, yeah, panel discussion, which includes experts and the audience, to make it productive and engaging. This is like the problem, yeah? And we will express it in the first sentence. And the second sentence is already the solution. If there is a solution. Sometimes there are like discussions between 2 friends of some courses or part-time job, and they like it, dislike it, and they just, so there is no clear, ostentatious like conclusion, yeah? But no problem, then we will just anyway make the second sentence summarizing, like the guys agreed there to just express their opinions, and blah, blah. But here we have like a conclusion. Yes, we have, because the professor or the department head, by the way, I like to rephrase if you watch my videos, so it's not so easy to change department head, yeah? Obviously she is a professor, I think, so I think in one sentence, if in the first sentence at the end I write that I address my department head for advice. Then in the second sentence, if I again started with the department head recommended, it's not a good, not a good tone, yeah? So how then can we change our department head? I think we can change it for the professor, blah blah blah, because they are all professors. Have you ever met a department head who is just like a bachelor of, yeah, it's possible, maybe if you have some private university, you are a multimillionaire, you start a university, you can be the president of the university, even if your profession is a street cleaner, yeah, so we will decide it on the way. Everything that I voice now happens in your head within 5 or 10 seconds. I hugely support, I tremendously like the idea of the power of your mind, that those thousands of processes happen concurrently, you don't realize them, so everything that we discuss now in 30 minutes will flash in your mind within 1 second, and it's okay. So let's write the first sentence and then decide upon the conclusion. Yeah, the first sentence was this problem like so. Okay, we started with I. If I don't know how to organize the meeting is okay. If you want 90, maybe for this 85, 90, 95, 100, it's okay. If I don't know how to arrange or organize the meeting or the introductory seminar, the more words you repeat from the prompt, the less points you guess. Paraphrasing is everything. But in our case of 75 seconds, it's suppressed, it's suffocated, you are nervous, you forget the majority of beautiful phrases, so you can do away with those primitive, it's okay. But if you get somehow in this flow state and your muse attends you, yeah, so of course then we can come up with something more outstanding. So for example, I am hesitating as to how I'm sorry my friend, what's going on? As to how to arrange, let's go conduct, for example, as to how to conduct an important seminar. I want to change those introductory seminars, on international relations, panel discussions and all that jazz. I want to, I'm hesitating as to how to conduct we can write our expert meeting with the students, because the students will be the audience, yeah? I'm hesitating as to how to conduct our expert meeting with the students most productively or effectively, or okay, you see, I don't know why I was thinking that I would produce it like more beautifully, but I'm hesitating as to how to conduct our expert meeting with the students most productively, it's okay, my friend, it's for like 100, 110 or maybe 120, provided you don't have any spelling mistakes. One of the greatest problems is your spelling mistakes. If you have a mistake here, well, maybe like here, you understand, you will not get more than like 95, 100, because if you have one typo, it's okay, no problem, the algorithm will define or detect that it's like, but if you have here, no hope for more than 100. Okay, and the second one, here I can write the department head because I avoided using it here, you understand? Yes, so it's no problem, then I don't have to, I will reproduce the department head because it's a specific term which is like awkward, very awkward to replace. That's why I'm writing already the solution, you see, not the contents. I'm not rendering the contents of the conversation because no time for this. If I had 3 minutes, of course I would compile something beautiful, but now if I have a choice between trying to like blah 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 and the conclusion, so I will write a conclusion. So the department head, of course we can write I have been advised to do, I have been recommended to do, yes, but okay, let's not make it too complicated. The department head, you remember she advised, recommended to resort to an experienced facilitator, yeah, to a guy. How did she call him? I don't remember. Not facilitator, but I will write facilitator because it's a nice word. But he coordinator. Yeah, okay. So not to reproduce this coordinator, I will the department head. Of course, here we are advised, recommended, suggested. I will choose here suggested because after suggested I can use gerund. Suggested doing, and I love, you know, ing forms are the most beautiful of the English language. You know, I'm crazy about them. Most of you like. By the way, friends, the majority of you, okay, but is it correct to say most of you? I think not, yeah. But I'm tired of repeating the majority of you. Okay. The department head suggested and now doing something, yeah. Resorting, for example, yeah. Resorting to, it's like to do something when you don't have any hope for something else. The department head suggested, or you can say engaging, yes. Engaging, like to engage somebody, engaging, an experienced facilitator, and now I have a fork, logical fork, of like to do something or for doing something, you know, it's or just for something. So like 3-pin fork. The department head suggested engaging an experienced facilitator, like to make the discussion more lively, yeah, or for promoting, no, because for facilitating the discussion, for boosting the discussion, okay, and for something. Remember I told you something on for. Oh my god. Okay, let's not bother you. So I think I prefer the second example. The department head suggested engaging an experienced facilitator for boosting or to boost, you know, okay, to boost the after lecture discussion, to boost the final discussion, okay, closing discussion, no, to boost the discussion, okay. I mean, of course, the questions from the audience, but the department had suggested engaging an experienced facilitator to boost discussion. Okay, my friend, okay. Post here on this resource. We will post it, and you know, okay. So, what do you think, my friends? I think it's okay. You know, it's for 115, 120. I tell you, just because I've seen too many of them, and I have the feedback from the students. I can, you know, juxtapose. I can compare, contrast, and feel, and you know, so it's a good summary. If you write like this, my friend, you will get, it would be just really top notch. I mean, not for them, for all of you, because maybe somebody can write 3 or 4 beautiful sentences, but my advice for you. So finally we have written a summary, which has been the aim of this lesson. Don't be angry with me that this lesson has taken like 40 minutes. Again, let me please repeat that these 40 minutes probably, not necessarily, but have been the most productive and helping minutes in your life regarding Duolingo, the Duolingo English test, okay? And now imagine how I can help you within our private lessons and in my video course, which is called, by the way, DET with Flying Colors. I can even show it to you. I mean the cover, like the cover, I have made a cover. Let me translate. Syncracy.com is my educational platform. Here is it. Yes, here is it. It has 90 lessons, and yes, so it has helped already several tens. I don't say thousands, because I have courses in Ukrainian, Russian, English. So this course in English, I have made it for the whole world. Yes, not to limit ourselves with some language, because everybody understands English, so it has helped several tens of students. Very often people purchase it in combination with some other courses, but it's another story. Okay, my friends, by the way, Syncracy.com is my beautiful, lovely, like startup, which I develop little by little. It will be, I want to make it a universal, let's call it a universal educational company and platform, so which will entail courses, video courses, you know, those online courses, private lessons, then this like help to the authors who want to publish their courses, teachers, also some corporate training. So yes, if you love maybe creating some courses on any subjects, not English of course, maybe like yoga, stretching, boxing, you know, nowadays IT, crypto, something, you're welcome. Please, from the middle of January my platform syncrasy.com will work completely, like 100%. You are welcome to post your courses on my platform. I will be happy about this. All those conditions, terms and conditions, you will be able to read in this, on this page. Okay, my friends, I love you very much. I love you very much. Contemplate this. If you love some of my combinations, word combinations, please borrow them, learn them by heart, and input them into you. I'm a non-native speaker, but believe me, when I take the mock English test, Duolingo English test, I always have from 140 to 160. So for me, it's no problem to, you know, to get something normal at Duolingo. Okay, my friends, enough bothering you. See you in our next video.